What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower. And before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button right below this video. Remember, if this video reaches 1,100 likes, I almost hit myself in the face, I will keep 2 videos a day coming your way. That is what I say. Now today, like I said, we are battling a subscriber, Shaun. His Twitter link will be in the description below. Thank you for battling me. We're going to go over the team that I'm bringing really quick so you guys can place your bets on who you think is going to be the most valuable Pokemon in this battle. You do that right before the battle starts. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to be the MVP, and we get to see at the end of the video if your bet placed out, if you turned your mother's $5 bill into 20 bucks. I'm sorry if you've been dipping into her pension. Please don't do that. Just find the quarters on her dresser. That's enough. But I'm actually using the same team as yesterday's battle. But hopefully this time we can actually get a little Geomancy Torkoal action. But here we go, going over the Pokemon that I am bringing. I am bringing a Sceptile, Gallade, Torkoal, Smeargle, Slowking, and Mandibuzz. So I got that Slowking, Mandibuzz as my core, both my physical and my special walls. Then I have my Torkoal, which is also very bulky physically, but really the power is in the sweep. So here we go. Hopefully we're gonna give Torkoal a broom, and we're gonna hit battle start and get ready to take a picture. This is my phone. It's a Game Boy Color case. For those of you guys that do not know, I am going to be taking a picture of my opponent's team. He's bringing some OU stuff, which is fantastic. I love versing OU, honestly. I do not have an answer for that Talonflame though, so that's a problem. I gotta keep my Mandibuzz around for that Talonflame. But he's got Rotom Wash, Lucario, Mamoswine, Talonflame, Clefable, and Mandibuzz. So I can't really go straight away for a what do you want to call it? A Spore with that Mandibuzz around. He's probably going to predict my Torkoal to lead, so he's going to lead with Rotom Wash most likely. I am going to lead with my Sceptile, actually. Predicting the Rotom Wash lead, that's the only reason why I'm leading with it. I really do think that he's going to lead with Rotom Wash. It is like a standard lead anyway, so why wouldn't he? But we'll find out, especially when he sees a Torkoal. It's like, I always lead with Torkoal to set up the rocks, but this is not the rock settings Torkoal. This Torkoal doesn't just play with rocks, it plays with brooms, hopefully. Hopefully he plays with brooms. That's the idea behind this set. But here we go. He leads off a Talonflame, actually. Wow, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened to me. That is literally the worst possible thing that could have happened. So I'm going to have to hard switch out into my Mandibuzz, and that's the only thing I can do. That was a really, 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 really crappy prediction. That was the worst lead prediction I've ever had. He goes for a U-turn, so he's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. He probably knew there was no chance of me staying in there, and now he's going to be able to go out into his Rotom Wash, which is rather unfortunate because he's probably going to have the Will-O-Wisp on there, and I don't want to just switch out. Oh, it goes out of the Clefable. All right, all right. Clefable's also a problem, to be honest. Let's see, who can I switch out into for Clefable? I pretty much have to switch out into Slowking. I do not want to stay in here and take a Moonblast or any special. I don't want to take a Thunderbolt either. I've been pretty sure Clefable can learn Thunderbolt, so hopefully he uses Metronome. That'd be absolutely brilliant. He does go for the Moonblast straight away. Life Orb Moonblast is not going to do much to a Slowking. Plus, I get my Lefty's Recovery, which is going to be about half of what he did to me. So, a little bit less than half. But that's fine. That's fine. Here, I can go for a T-Wave safely, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go out into his Rotom Wash. So, I think I'm just going to go for a Scald and try to burn anything. Hopefully, he goes out into Rotom. I mean, I don't care if he goes out into something else, but hopefully he doesn't stay in, because then I'll feel like an idiot. He might go into Mamoswine predicting the T-Wave. He goes out into Rotom predicting the T-Wave, like I thought. Plus, it's a really good pivot for him. We get a Scald. Hopefully, I can burn this thing, because it is bulky. No burn. All right, no burn this time. I do want to switch out, but I think the out switch, I should call it, the out switch. The out switch into Sceptile is really obvious, and I think I could take one shot from this Rotom. So I'm actually going to stay in and go for another Scald. I think he's going to go for, oh, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and I avoid the attack. So that's what I was afraid of. That's why I didn't want to go into Sceptile, because I feel like it was really obvious, and he'd go for a Will-O-Wisp there. Maybe I can get a burn this time. Come on, I know that, listen, it's a 33% chance, at least in my book, it's at least 33% chance. So I'm going to go for another Scald. Nothing on his team really wants to be burned except for his Clefable. So I'm going to go for another Scald. He's probably this time, he's going to stay in again and go for a Will-O-Wisp, which is fine. I don't care about Slowking being burned. I'm a special attacker, and I got Regenerator. So hopefully I can get this thing burned. Come on, burn, 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 burn. No burn, three Scalds and no burn. What is Pokemon coming to? That makes no sense at all. Here he's probably at this point gonna go for a Volt Switch. I'm still not gonna switch out because I'm pretty sure I can take a Volt Switch relatively well. I really think that I can. So let's go for another Scald. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. He might actually be Choice Scarfed. If he switches out right here, he's definitely Choice Scarf. Which makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, no, he's going to use Rest. He's Resto Chesto. You know what'd be really funny? He just uses Rest. If I can burn him this time. So he's got Rest, Will-O-Wisp. I'm assuming Hydro Pump and Volt Switch. He just doesn't want to switch out on the Slowking right now. Because nothing on his team wants to take a Scald and possibly get burned. He's got a huge Water weakness, actually. He's got a huge Slowking weakness. Oh, man. Yet again, no burn. That's 4 Scalds with no burn. I am going to stay in here, and I am going to go for another Scald. If he wants to go for his Volt Switch now, he can. He's probably just going to go for a Hydro Pump, though. Let's go for another Scald. This time, he is going to go for the Volt Switch, and he's probably going to go out into Clefable on the Volt Switch, because that makes the most sense. See, I'm only brought down to 91 from that, which means that Slowking will have a pretty good time with the rest of his team. I would have loved to have gone for a T-Wave here, but that didn't happen. He goes out into Mandibuzz. Let's hope I can get a burn on this thing. That would be kind of nice. Let's see. Nope, that's 5 Scalds, I think, and not a single burn. Slowking just doesn't have the heat coming from inside of him. So he's going to have the leftovers, unfortunately. And I feel like this Mandibuzz is going to be an issue. I don't want to stay in and go for an Ice Beam. Because even though I don't have very high attack stat, a Foul Play would still do a lot. So let's actually go out into our own Mandibuzz. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Toxic, because that would be really unfortunate. Definitely would be unfortunate if he went for the Toxic. Come on, don't go for Toxic. He went for Knockoff. That's just as bad, though. Ugh. I don't like that. It's not as bad, I guess, but I really wanted the Rocky Helmet on this thing. He's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, and then he's going to recover some HP. I'm actually going to go for the Toxic here. I really hope he doesn't go into his... He's probably going to go into Clefable, though. I'm going to go for the Toxic anyway, really hoping that he doesn't go into Clefable. He's going into Clefable. I know it. I know it. Goes out into Clefable, which Toxic doesn't even mean anything about, because it doesn't get hurt. It's got Magic Guard. It can't be hurt by residual damage, so that's really unfortunate. I should have played that to my benefit and gone out into my Smeargle right away, but I didn't, so that stinks. And I think I'm going to have to go into my Slowking at this point. If he wants to go for a T-Bolt instead of a Moonblast, that's fine. I think I'm losing momentum slowly in this battle, and that's definitely not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. This is the second battle with this team. The first battle we won yesterday. I want to try to go 2-0 with this team. If not, I'm going to have a third battle with this team, which is fine because I do need videos and I kind of don't have another team ready. But the Slowking is really not going to be able to handle too much more. I'm pretty sure the Rotom's going to come back in. So I'm actually going to switch out into my Smeargle here. Predicting the Rotom to come in. Plus, I want to get the Regenerator off, so I really hope the Rotom comes in. Please don't stay in and go for another Moonblast. He went for a Wish, which is just fine by me. I do predict the Mandibuzz to come in right here. And I think I'm just going to go for a Substitute. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Substitute because the Mandibuzz is coming in no matter what. Because the Spore is so obvious that he's going to want the Mandibuzz in. So let's go for a Substitute. Even though the Spore is not really that obvious because his Pokemon was poisoned. But we're going to be able to get... Now, I don't know if this is going to win us the game at all. I do not know because the Talonflame is still going to cause us a lot of problems. But I'm going to go for a Geomancy here. And we are going to attempt to give the turtle the broom. Now, this is what we're attempting right now. I do not know if it's going to happen. He's probably just going to go for a knockoff here. I'm fully charged. My Geomancy is going to go off. I would really love to try to stay in and actually get a Spore off on a different Pokemon, but I don't see that happening. He's going to go for Whirlwind. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Was it that obvious? It was that obvious. Wow. All right. That really stinks. We just wasted our White Herb. He just broke the broom in half. I hate that. I think I'm actually just going to go for... I think a Thunder Punch is too obvious. He's probably going to switch out into Mamoswine. And again, he's probably going to want to knock off whatever item I have. I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch. Yes, he stayed in. All right, so this will do a decent amount. Nothing crazy, but it'll do a decent amount. Wow, that's a lot less than I really thought it would do. So he's going to get a knockoff. He's going to be able to knock off my Choice Band, unfortunately. So that's rather unfortunate. I think that the Thunder Punch is super obvious here, so now he'll switch into Mamoswine. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch, really hoping that he switches into Mamoswine. I really hope that you do. These are like the moments, like, even though when, like, I said the last battle, if I lose a battle, these are the moments that, like, I really like to see if I can actually predict if my opponent's going to do something very specific. So I really, look at Sceptile's eye. He stayed in, unfortunately, so I'm just going to get a neutral drain punch off. It's not going to do anything at all. And if he has any kind of flying type move, he could take me out now. So just goes for another knockoff, perhaps predicting me to switch out. I kind of wanted this Sceptile around, not that it could handle the Talonflame anyway, because Talonflame has priority. But we're gonna go for the Thunder Punch this time, even though I really feel like he's gonna switch out now that I'm this low. I'm going for one more Drain Punch. One more Drain Punch. Darn it, he stayed in. I'm over predicting like a beast right now. I really can't stand it. I'm literally doing no damage every turn with Drain Punch. I'm just gonna take knockoff damage over and over. He decides to go for the Roost this time, which is rather unfortunate because his Mandibuzz is just gonna be able to sit in here and just be a champion, man. That Whirlwind was way too good. I should have seen that Whirlwind coming. Man, I'm so mad at myself for not seeing that. All right, I think it's time that I switch out. Even though he's just gonna keep going for knockoff, I don't want him knocking off other items. I really don't. My Smeargle is pretty much useless now, I guess. Not really. I guess I could still spore some things. Let's go for a Thunder Punch here. If he switches out, I promise. All right, he didn't switch out. Maybe we can get some Para Hacks on our side right now. Let's see if we can get some Para Hacks. No Para Hacks. He does go for another knockoff. And he's definitely going to be able to win this Stall War without a doubt. One more knockoff and I'm dead. I really don't want anything else getting knocked off though. So I should have switched out a long time ago. Let's switch out into my Smeargle here and just sacrifice it because there's no reason to stay in at all. I guess I could have went out into Mandibuzz and then baited the Clefable to come back in, but I'll let him just kill this thing. Just kill it. There's really no reason for it to even be around at all. I'm wondering now. Yeah, you can't really do anything at all. I mean, I guess I could go out. There's no reason to save this Smeargle. How fast are you, Smeargle? 139, you'll outspeed something, but now you'll die to any priority move, which Mamoswine has, which Lucario has, which Talonflame has. You can't Spore. Yeah, you know what? You're dead. We're just sacrificing you. Go to the utter depths of my soul and just die. Let's just go for Geomancy because I don't want to bother going for a substitute. That seems rather pointless. Let's just get another cool animation off. And he goes for the Whirlwind, actually, so I'm kind of glad that happened. I go out into Slowking, which is good and bad at the same time, because he's going to be able to knock off my leftovers, but I will be able to do a great chunk of damage, hopefully, with an Ice Beam. I can't believe how many Scalds got off and didn't burn. I really cannot get over that. I'm going to go for another Ice... I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam here. I'm going to let him knock off and really do a lot of damage to me. Actually, I think I'm going to T-Wave this thing. I'm going to paralyze this Mandibuzz because I really hate it. He's going to go for a knockoff. I should live it, though. I do live it at 52, and he knocks off my leftovers, which is really unfortunate, which is why knockoff is like my favorite move in the entire game. It really is one of my favorite moves in the entire game. I should have known a team preview that my team is highly outclassed, but you know, that doesn't mean that you don't play. That doesn't mean anything. I'm actually going to have to switch out here. I don't want to let my Slowking go down just yet when I could just, even though he doesn't have what I need him to have. I'm going to go, I kind of want to go into Torkoal. No, I'm just going to go into Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz seems like the best switch in because I can just roost off his knockoff damage, and that should be just fine. He's going to withdraw Mandibuzz, though. I guess who's he going to switch out into Clefable? Goes out into Clefable, of course. Man, I can't stand this. I really cannot stand this. My Mandibuzz is probably going to go down here. Yeah, I'm just going to let my Mandibuzz die. Then again, I could sacrifice my Smeargle. Let's sacrifice my Smeargle. Let's keep my Mandibuzz around and sacrifice the Smeargle. Because I'm not putting anything to sleep. There's way too much priority on his team for me to ever get a chance to put anything to sleep. Way too much priority. So he actually goes for the Aromatherapy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. That is rather unfortunate. His team is very well crafted. Definitely a very good OU team. No doubt about that. Now, what I can do is I can possibly... go out into my Gallade predicting his Mandibuzz to come in. And try to kill that Mandibuzz. I don't think... Then he's going to get a knockoff on it. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Really do predict the Mandibuzz to come in. If it doesn't, I'll be sad. He is going to withdraw. Please go into Mandibuzz. Goes out into Mandibuzz, which is absolutely perfect for me. And if he wants to go for a knockoff, that is fine. I'm going to go for a Stone Edge and hope to high heavens that I hit it. I do hit it. We'll see how much this does. It's going to do over half, thankfully. I'm going to take Life Orb damage, and I'm sure he's going to go for the knockoff. And that's going to activate Justified, ladies and gentlemen. My attack is going to raise, and as long as I can get another Stone Edge off on this thing, it should be okay, although I do predict him to switch out. Let's see something. Stone Edge has the base power of 100, so 200. Close combat is 120, so with stab, it's 180. A close combat would not kill, but a close combat would be, probably almost the safer bet. Huh. Well, no matter what, you know what, he's probably going to roost here. He's either roosting or switching out. So I'm going to go for a knockoff. Because he's probably going to, alright, he switches out, so I can knock off something. That would be kind of nice. I'm sure, okay, Rotom comes in. I'm not going to knock off anything on this because it's a freaking, it already used its berry. But that does a good amount of damage. I don't think I outspeed, though. Actually, Rotom's not that fast, is it? Then again, neither is Gallade. Gallade is not that fast at all. Let's see, 86? And I think Gallade was 85, unfortunately. But he was Resto Chesto, so he's probably bulky. So I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk that he's a bulky Rotom, and I'm just going to go for the... I really want to go for close combat. Yeah, I can't take a hit anyway. Let's go for close combat. I do outspeed. This close combat is going to be enough to take this Rotom out. Thankfully, I didn't really want to deal with that all over again. I'm going to have a defense drop, so now he can come in with anything with priority, probably Talonflame, and just take me out. But I'm kind of happy that I went for that close combat. That's cool. That's cool. Come on, Justified. I don't think your name's Justified, though. I think I named you Steadfast. Come on, Steadfast. Yeah, here comes the Talonflame, which I obviously cannot do anything about. I do have to switch out at this point. Probably going to switch out into my Torkoal. Looking at the rest of his team, I really don't need my stupid Smeargle. I do not need it. I'm not outspeeding Lucario. I'm not outspeeding Mamoswine. Like, I could outspeed... Yeah, let's sacrifice Smeargle. Let's just sacrifice Smeargle. I'm going to keep my Steadfast around because it's kind of quick. It can take care of the rest of that Mandibuzz. Hopefully he doesn't go for a U-turn. Goes for the Brave Bird, so he's going to take out my Sink, my Smeargle. And, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because what I can do now... Let's see. Who is he going to go into? He's probably going to go into Mandibuzz. If I go into Torkoal right here, which is what I'm going to do, I can no longer pass off the Geomancy, but I can go for a Shell Smash. He's definitely going to switch out if I Shell Smash. Does he have any special attackers that can wash me? Not really. His Rotom's gone. I really wish I had the White Herb right now, but instead I have the Weakness Policy, which is really unfortunate, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I'm going to go for the Shell Smash. Late game, not really late game, we have 5 Pokemon each. This is a really good battle, Shaun. 5 Pokemon each. He's going to withdraw, probably go into Clefable or Mandibuzz. Probably Mandibuzz. Goes out into Clefable. I guess Clefable has something for me. I don't know what exactly, but he has something. Then again, Clefable's his special wall, so he's probably hoping to just take a special attack. Oh, never mind. It probably has Unaware, and Cell Smash is not going to matter at all. I don't want to just let this thing die now. That's really cute. That's really, 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 really cute. I really like that. Thanks. Ah, Unawares. I'm not going to be able to kill this thing then. I don't have anything to kill this Clefable. Shoot, I almost put Sludge Wave on this thing, or Sludge Bomb. I was so close to getting rid of Rapid Spin and just putting Sludge Bomb. Not that it would have mattered, but... Alright, let's, I'm not just going to sacrifice Torkoal. I'm not going to do that. Let's sacrifice, Sceptile, I guess. Yeah, let's sacrifice Sceptile. I have to. I have to sacrifice it. You were so close, Torkoal. You were so very close. But anything this Pokemon would do to you would probably kill you. He's gonna withdraw. Oh my gosh, I could have stayed in. I could have just gone for another Shell Smash. Goes out into his Mandibuzz. Unfortunately, we all know that my Thunder Punch cannot kill this thing. Let's see how much Thunder Punch is. What do you do? How much Thunder Punch does? 75, so it's 150, so it's better than Outrage. Let's just keep going with that. Unstab, Thunder Punch, even though he's just gonna roost up, isn't he? He's probably just gonna roost up. Doesn't matter though, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Let's go for Thunder Punch. He's gonna roost up. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have gone for a Flamethrower. It would have taken that Mandibuzz out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he just switched out. I really thought he was comfortable. And maybe his Clefable's not unaware. It's freaking, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just lost the whole game because of that. I really did. I really lost the game because of that. He's gonna go for a knockoff here. I'm gonna just go out into Mandibuzz. Let's just go out into Mandibuzz, where our team is slowly getting completely destroyed. I've only gotten rid of his Rotom Wash. And he's going to go for the knockoff again, which is not going to do much. But you know what? It's still a nuisance. That's for sure. Oh, man. Man, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just threw that win away. Let's, I want to go for a Toxic, but there's really no reason. I think he's going to predict my Torkoal to come in right here. Let's just roost up. I don't really know what else to do. I'm just going to roost up. He's really going back into Clefable. He really does not want his Mandibuzz Toxic at all. Like, that's the number one thing he's afraid of, is Mandibuzz getting Toxic. So, I don't think I have a chance at all. I threw my chance away when I switched out. If I would have gone for another Shell Smash or for anything else, I would have been fine. But because I didn't, I'm pretty much screwed. Let's see. What can I do? What can I possibly do to win this? I don't see much hope. I should have realized that it was Life Orb. I mean, that it was stupid. I knew it. I said it earlier in the match. Oh, man. Let's try to T-Wave this thing. Let's just go on to the Slowking. Forget it. Let's just go on to the Slowking. We're going to need some serious hacks to have a chance at pulling this one through. I can't believe I just gave Torkoal the Broom and then I ripped it out of his hand. I said, no, you're not using that. You're not using that. So he goes for a Moonblast, which is obviously going to be a 2-hit KO. After the burn, of course. And I'm not even going to get a chance to paralyze this thing. I forgot that I don't have the leftovers. Let's just go for a T-Wave here. He's going to outspeed me and kill me. So that really stinks a lot. But I'm trying to think if there's any way I can win this. I guess if I go on into Torkoal now, and he predicts the Shell Smash and switches out into his Mandibuzz, that's about the only way. And if I burn the Mandibuzz, that's what I'm gonna try to do here. I'm gonna predict him to switch out into Mandibuzz. I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower. I really do think he's got to switch out into Mandibuzz. You know what? If my Torkoal, oh my gosh, I could have easily. Oh, it goes on to the Mamoswine. All right. That's actually absolutely perfect. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a Flamethrower. Is it gonna burn? Please burn. Oh my gosh, if it burned, it would have been so perfect. I really think that I can take an Earthquake from you. Oh, can I take an Earthquake from you? I think I can. Because if I stay in, I go for a Shell Smash, and he goes for Earthquake, my weakness policy is gonna go off. Oh my gosh. If I switch out to Mandibuzz, it's really not going to matter because then he could just go for an Ice Shard. But my Mandibuzz will live and then kill him with a Foul Play. You know what? Shell Smash. Go for the Earthquake. Oh, he's going to withdraw. He's going to withdraw. So you know what? I'm going to get a Shell Smash off here. So we're going to give the Broom to freaking Torkoal one more time. He's going to have to. He's absolutely going to have to go for the Whirlwind here. So I'm going to get a free Flamethrower off on this Mandibuzz. I mean, he could go for a knockoff if he really wants to, but I think that would be a mistake. I think he's going to have to go for the Whirlwind, which is fine because I'll get a little bit of damage off from this thing, and if I could burn it, that'd be fantastic. Let's see what happens. How much is this going to do? That does well over half. Now, Whirlwind be into Glade. That's the only chance I have of winning. Whirlwind be into Glade. Come on now. Come on. Yes! All right. All right. So we have a small chance here. Once I kill this Mandibuzz, I pretty much have a really good chance. All right. All right. All right. I got to go for the Stone Edge, and I have to hit it. So let's, come on, hit the Stone Edge. He's probably staying and going for a Roost. Or if he switches out, it's probably going to be into his Lucario. Who he hasn't shown yet, by the way, but it's probably going to be Lucario. This is a really good battle. I really like this battle a lot. This is such a close one. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not really that close. His team is way far ahead of mine, but I just love Torkoal Shell Smashing so much. Come on now. Come on. Yes, hit it. Yes! All right, Mandibuzz is dead. Mandibuzz is going down. Yes, all right, it's dead. It's dead. So that's two core Pokemon of his down. His Rotom and his Mandibuzz. And all he's got left is, he's got 4 Pokemon left. But, wow. All right, that was the perfect situation. Talonflame's going to come out. He's going to be able to Brave Bird me. I think I'm actually just going to... Everything else on his team besides his Clefable has priority. So I really don't even want to let my Torkoal get hurt at this point. I feel like I need my... Like, I almost feel like I need this Pokemon to win. And the only thing that my coverage can do is hurt the hurt that Clefable with Leaf Blade. That's the only thing that my Sceptile can do. It'll get outsped by everything else. I think I'm actually going to go into Mandibuzz to take this hit. I'm going to go out into Mandibuzz to take this hit. Hopefully he goes for the Brave Bird because it'll do a lot of recoil damage to himself. And there's no reason to sacrifice my Glade when I've got a full... Oh, he does go for the U-turn to gain some initiative. Oh, man. Wow, 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 wow. But a U-turn probably would have killed me anyway. He's probably choice banded because of the U-turn. U-turn would have killed me anyway. With my Glade because it's neutral damage, I believe. And out comes Clefable one more time. But at this point, I don't think I can switch anything in. I think Mandibuzz has pretty much run his course. I could go into my Glade, but that'll be a super effective Moonblast, which would take me out. If I sacrifice my Sceptile, I go into Torkoal. I go for a nice Shell Smash. I need my Mandibuzz for that Talonflame. So I actually think I'm going to sacrifice... I think I'm just going to sacrifice Glade at this point. Is it that or Sceptile? Yeah, let's sacrifice Glade. I'm going to sacrifice Glade so that I can bring my Torkoal in. This has been one uphill battle for us, and I don't know how it's going to end yet. My heart's actually a little, like, this is a really good battle. He goes for a Wish. That stinks. Who's he going to try to switch in, though? Mamoswine, maybe? Or possibly that Talonflame? He might just stay in now that I'm in with Glade, though. I think I kind of want to knock off right now. I'm going to use knock off right now. Just because I want to get rid of that Life Orb. I'm tired of that extra damage this thing is getting. It's really, oh, it's leftovers. Of course it's not Life Orb. Then, oh yeah, but he's Magic Guard leftovers. That's why I was confused. But my Glade's going to go down to a Moonblast here. He's going to go back up to full health with his Wish. But I'm okay. I'm okay right now. I'm okay. That's fine. I don't think any of my moves could have killed him anyway. Like, he resists close combat. I guess Psycho Cut would have done an okay amount. He doesn't resist Psychic. But we're in here with Torkoal. We're going to be able to go for another Shell Smash. And I hope he goes into Mamoswine. And I hope he thinks that Earthquake is a good idea. I really do. He pretty much has to go into his Talonflame, predicting me to Shell Smash. Which, his Talonflame might take my Torkoal out after the defense drop. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to run damage calc right now either. Because it's at the end of the battle and there's nothing I could do. Even if, I don't know. Even if he goes into Talonflame to try to take my Torkoal out, it's not gonna matter. I can't switch my Torkoal out again. I don't have anything. I mean, I could switch out into Mandibuzz, I guess. But then he could always U-turn again. So I'm pretty much... Torkoal's in here right now. He's about to get the broom in his hand, and he's gonna have to sit in here and just try to get this dust off the floor. I should get a broom. You know what? If Torkoal sleeps, I'm going to grab my broom. And I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll grab my broom. I'll run out of the room. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's gonna... I'm nervous, man. I really want Torkoal to shine. He goes for another wish. Oh my gosh. I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. You know why? Because this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna switch out into his Talonflame right now. I'm gonna just go for a Flamethrower here, because I do think that it's my best option. I don't want to go for, I don't want my defense to drop too much because he's got priority in his team. So I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower, really hoping he goes in the Talonflame and that somehow Torkoal can manage to pull it through. That he can still kill the Talonflame before it gets the wish, because I don't want that Talonflame back at full health. I really don't. I think that his Clefable will be able to take this Flamethrower just fine if he opts to stay in. Which he very well might. He very well might opt to stay in and just go for an ineffective Moonblast because I got the special D drop. If not, if he goes into anything else, Mamoswine or Lucario, they're dying to a Flamethrower. If he goes in the Talonflame, there's a chance that he'll live. I don't know if he'll live, but there's a chance. Now I'm actually curious, and he's taking his time, so I might actually just run a little damage calc. Let's see. He switches out. Who are you switching out into? Switching out into Mamoswine. You're dead to a Flamethrower. Absolutely obliterated because of a Flamethrower. Come on, Torkoal. Come on, Torkoal. Let's go. Oh, Torkoal coming through. Whew. Linga. Let's Flamethrower. Yeah. Doesn't look like a Flamethrower is going to do much to a Talonflame. Maybe 50%. Maybe. Which really sticks. But if I was carrying that Sludge Bomb, I'm definitely changing the set afterwards. You're getting Sludge. You're getting Sludge. You're getting Sludge. Sludge Wave would have taken you out. I don't even want to take a hit right now. My Torkoal pretty much needs to be at full health to win this game. So I'm going to go out into my Mandibuzz one more time, hoping that he thinks I'm going to be greedy and stay in and go. I really need him to go for a Brave Bird here. I really do need him to go for a Brave Bird. Come on, what are you going to go for? What are you going to go for? He goes for the Brave Bird, which is absolutely perfect. Because that's going to be a lot more damage off on this thing. I'm going to live that just fine. He's going to go to almost below half. And at this point, let's switch out into my Sceptile, predicting him to go into Clefable. Oh, wow. Wow, he's staying in. He's going for another Brave Bird. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's a problem. That's a huge, 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 huge problem. I needed him to switch out into Clefable. I really did. And I really wish I had my Rocky Helmet still on my Mandibuzz. But, wow, yeah, this is a long battle. 31 minutes? I didn't even realize. This battle's going fast for me because it's just really enjoyable. Let's try this one more time. I don't know if I can live one. We're going to go for a Roost, hoping I can live one. He's going to go for a Brave Bird, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to live one. I really do not know. I can't remember how much it did last time. I thought it did a little under 80, but I guess it didn't because that HP went down a lot faster. I probably had a lot more HP than I thought. And this is why I really hate Talonflame. Honestly, I really do hate Talonflame. But it's all good. It is all good because I do think that maybe a regular Flamethrower will take this thing out at the range that it's at. Actually... Brave Bird, Recoil. Yeah, you know, let's just go for a straight up Flamethrower. I don't think he's going to switch out here. I mean, he might because he wants me to Shell Smash so that he can have a better chance at taking me out. But I think he's going to stay in and he's going to go for that Brave Bird. It's still going to do a decent amount because he's banded. Plus, I'm not invested in defense, so there's nothing I can do about that. This was a really good game, though, Shaun. Definitely a really good game. There are certain, you know what? There's just certain times you just got to take a loss and you got to take it with stride. My team did put in a lot of work. It really did put in a lot of work. I'm definitely proud of the Pokemon that I'm using. He does go out into Lucario because it is one of the most broken Pokemon in the entire game. And he can just take me out with a, anything really. Anything. Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, he could probably use a Bullet Punch and it would still take me out since I'm not invested in defense. But that was a very good game, Shaun. You are definitely going to have the victory with that close combat. Without a doubt. Adaptability close combat is way too good. So that is only a 2-0, so unfortunately Torkoal did not get to sweep, but what this loss means is that I will bring this team back one more time tomorrow, and we'll see if maybe we can get this sweep off. Maybe we can actually, I think Geomancy, I think I might just remove Smeargle, because I don't think this Geomancy thing is working out well at all, because everyone's got an answer for Spore, but I really want to see it happen. I don't know. You'll find out tomorrow if I'm bringing my Smeargle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure you show some shady love to that like button. Leave a comment and subscribe because I upload 2 Pokemon videos a day. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.